Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. 8.88% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Hey, Mateo, test your mic.
We're testing the microphone, yes.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, we're all doing silly voices.
Silly.
Yeah,
Silly.
It was my turn to do silly voice.
Listen,
it's the worst silly voice.
If my mic goes out, all right, I'll be very upset.
Why did it
All
happen?
three of us.
Why, that happened last week?
No,
Okay.
it usually happens.
I can turn you up a little bit. You want to be the loudest in the room?
Let me be the loudest.
Loudest freaking
Hello and
room.
welcome to the Greg and Rob podcast here.
I like that. That was pretty good. You have a very Kermit the Frog-like voice.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
You're not really doing an impression.
Yeah, you're not really doing it. Is that Zombie or is that Kermit? I don't know. I can't tell.
This is my natural speaking voice. I can't believe you guys haven't noticed
Let's
that
hear it.
before.
Okay, it's soft.
Begin.
We're in?
Yeah,
we're in?
We're already breathing loud.
Yeah.
Who is it? Which one is that? Is it me?
I don't know.
All right.
Probably you.
Yeah.
We're breathing hot and heavy like me in the bushes behind some girl's house.
This is just silly cast now. We're having silly time, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're silly.
Having a good time. Having
We're
a good
so
time.
silly.
Let's just be silly and fat and sassy.
Making bread.
We're going to make some soup.
And desserts.
Get all fat and sassy.
That's your favorite?
What a
my cream.
what a nice little lady that lady probably is.
Yeah, people had to defend her. Like, people that know her.
Would she make a joke on Comedy Central?
Oh. She's never been on Comedy Central, that lady. Oh, why? You wanting it? What, the girl that got into trouble?
Organic.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Some comic got in trouble for making a joke about some rapper that died. Two no names being.
Yeah. Now it's just like, did you make fun of some Instagram model who has 20,000 followers, and it turns out the person died? Oh shit, you're in trouble with 20,000 people.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it was Dina Hashem. I did a few shows with her. She's actually very nice. Nice girl. Funny comedian. And she made a joke about a rapper.
Some guy with 3 X's in his name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no fucking clue.
First off, how many rappers are dying?
How many rappers need 3 X's in their name?
There's more.
The real question is how many more rappers need to die?
Right. Oh, I like that, you racist.
Oh, I didn't say anything about a race.
Yeah. Yeah, why would you assume there's
rappers.
yeah.
So you just assume they're all black.
Yeah, there's plenty of white rappers.
Oh, God damn it, you got me.
Have you ever been to the gathering of the Juggalos?
There's more dead rappers than there are open mic comedians.
Yeah, that's why we're losing this battle.
And another comedian called her out on it, right?
I guess I don't know who the comic is though.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I can't. I don't care. So it's like I can't like.
Well, of course I stand with Dino and Dina.
Yeah, I stand with Dino DiMartino on this one.
She probably looks like a
They got my support, goddammit, and they need it now.
Well, let's talk about the real issues. How about that Louis C.K. Parkland joke now?
Right? How about while we're at defending comedians, what about Roseanne Barr?
I'm gonna poke my head through the door and be like, "Yeah, get him, Dina." By the way, can I say the N-word in my jokes now?
You know what?
No? All right, I'll be back later.
Question of the day: Who had the more racist tweet, Roseanne Barr or Donald Trump?
Which one?
What
the sender back tweet? The go back to your country tweet?
Donald Trump was the sender, like the go back to where he came from tweet, and Roseanne was like the
monkey one?
The monkey one, yeah.
I think Roseanne had the worst tweet.
Yeah, it's hard to read between the lines of the Donald Trump tweet.
Right.
The Roseanne tweet.
I mean, you just put it right out there.
Well, fucking go back to your country.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, though. They had enough.
He is the funniest president.
Yeah. I think it's Roseanne had the most racist one, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, because the woman was white. But the only thing is these 4 women are all born in the United States. Except for one. One wasn't. Alana Amon was not, right?
She lives in Minnesota.
Yeah, just like...
And that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, probably I would go with Trump, but...
I don't know.
Getting back to this Comedy Central, why is now Comedy Central banning the video? Like,
they probably took it down. I don't know. Was that what happened? They banned the video?
I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you. I'm just hearing a bunch of people on Facebook, reading a bunch of people on Facebook,
right,
just being outraged. But I'm just saying, where was the outrage for every other comedian who gets in trouble? Like it's Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, but Roseanne also, I don't think Roseanne did it in a joke form, right?
And also, people are upset about a comedian, right, calling out another comedian. Why is no one going after Judd Apatow?
What did Judd Apatow do?
Well, he went after Louis that one time.
Oh, right. Well, that was fine because Louis.
Yes.
Everyone hates Louis.
But everyone hates Louis.
Yeah.
But no, of course I support Dina Hashem. Everyone should support comedians who make jokes because that's what comedians do. They're supposed to make jokes and make light of situations. Oh, I want to laugh about darkness.
His name was X. No, it wasn't his name. Okay, I don't know.
Oh,
laugh at the joke. Didn't you just get done saying laugh at the joke?
I only laugh at funny jokes.
Damn it! All right.
Well,
Laugh like a Frenchman.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
I like when you make silly voices.
I'll do them more often.
You don't have to do it that much. I'm patronizing you. I'm
David. Hello.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. We'll be banned.
Yeah.
From what?
Comedy Central.
Yeah, we're already banned.
We just got picked up by Comedy Central.
Yeah, that's right.
It's on ComedyCentral.net, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Comedy Central Station. That's what
you
we're
know,
on,
if you are listening to this, it's probably a Sunday. And happy Mariano Rivera Day, everybody. Right? Now, Zombie, you don't know who Mariano Rivera is.
I've heard the name.
You've heard the
He
name.
plays for some sports ball team.
Don't do that joke. That joke stinks. Stop doing that joke.
What
I love it. Fuck
Sports ball.
By him not knowing Mariano Rivera?
No, sports ball.
Why do you call it sports ball? Because like
I think
someone
it's funny.
Someone
people-
said it 30. Some nerd said it 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, that's funny."
do other people use sports
Yeah, I hear it all
ball?
the time.
I use it ironically.
all the time.
You use it-
okay,
use
if
it
you're using
different.
ironically. Okay, fine.
He's using
I guess.
ironically.
It's like
Cool.
I know it's dumb,
All
but
right.
I like it. So
Hey, listen, I'm leaving you off with a warning. Okay, if I catch you doing it again.
Are you kicking me off the podcast?
No, I'll just keep writing you citations. Kangaroo court. That's what I have. Bang, bang. What are you
Oh,
saying?
so they mean nothing like real citations.
So you don't know who Mariano Rivera is?
He plays baseball for some.
Yeah.
Played for the
Played for
Yankees.
the Yankees.
There you go.
Right.
Do you know what position he played?
No clue.
He played. He was the closer for the Yankees. And tomorrow, he goes to the Hall of Fame. HOF.
Right.
And he was.
Huff?
He was unanimous. He was the first.
Yeah, David Hassel Hall of Fame.
Just a big German.
Yeah.
Like everyone, welcome to my Hall of Fame.
Inducts all the great.
Ignore the Nazi section.
Yeah, he inducts all the
Well, here
great.
comes another dark one.
How could I get interrupted with three guys?
Go on.
It's not going to be funny now.
Mateo, shut up.
See, you know what's funny? On the way here, Rob was like very excited.
I was
And he
excited.
was like, well, make sure the podcast is funny. Naturally, Zombie and I bring it because we're comedic geniuses. And you get very frustrated.
Yeah,
Why don't you just do the joke? You're just gonna be
because
patient.
I was interrupted.
Be patient with it.
Oh, I was
Go
gonna,
on, do your joke now.
Gotta be quick.
It's going to be the David Hassel Hall of Fame. He inducts all the great drunks. That's what it's going to be the joke.
Yeah. Laughter ensues, huh?
Guffaws all around.
That was your joke there?
Yeah, what are you going to talk about, Mariano? What's about Mariano Rivera?
No, it's just.
What do you want to talk about Mariano
How is he
Rivera
going to
for?
pronounce? Why are you going to do that? Why are you going to do that? I'm just bringing up topics. You don't question the topics. Just go with me.
Yeah, I know. Yes, N. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We've been talking about a lot of improv recently.
You're so difficult.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I want to talk about. Yeah, go ahead.
You want to ruin a good time.
Go ahead.
Just know why? Because you're an alcoholic. That's why.
No, I'm not.
Zombie's alcoholic. Too.
I'm going to be in.
How many beers you had this way?
David Hasselhoff's going to induct me in his Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly.
Later, I'm going to take a video of me eating a cheeseburger off the floor.
Oh, you know.
Wasn't that a tasty burger? Probably. You didn't want to
delicious.
waste that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
It was
hassle.
from McDonald's, so you know it wasn't going to go bad.
Was it a quarter pounder?
I think it was like a... Yeah, probably.
Was it really? I thought it was like a diner cheeseburger.
He was like, fuck it. Let me just eat this burger.
Yeah, he didn't care.
He don't give a shit. Hassle the hall.
Has he ever gotten a DUI? He's got a DUI, right?
He's probably got numerous
Yeah,
DUIs. Probably ones that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Probably just like had like he just drive with the keys up his ass.
Yeah, like back-to-back nights.
Yeah.
Like, look, really again?
Again, Hasselhoff?
Make sure this don't get out.
It's like, fuck, do you know who I am?
On behalf of the German government, I insist you stop hassling the Hoff.
Yeah.
We love David Hasselhoff.
I like
He's
when-
big superstar here.
I like when Reese Witherspoon.
Everyone Japanese there.
Yeah, exactly. I like, well, same thing. The World War II.
Yeah.
I like when Reese Witherspoon turned around and was like, "Do you know the fuck I am?" And you know what? Not for nothing, she had a point.
Yeah, she's Reese Witherspoon.
She was an A-lister at the.
Yeah.
I mean, now not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But at the time, she was an A-lister, and those cops were having none of it.
She was an Oscar winner.
And you know what? She was probably going through a real thing, like probably before that, because she's probably like, like 10 years before that, she could get out of any ticket.
Of course,
she's legally blonde. She's fucking hot, right? Now she's like 42 and probably had a bad night of drinking,
right?
And probably looked like a fucking real
like a
woman
hag
who looks like her name is Reese Witherspoon. It's not the best name in the world.
Yeah.
And she came out of that car and she was like, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" And the cop was probably like, "Listen, Sandra Bullock, get back in the car." All right.
It's not the 90s anymore.
And she got arrested, right?
Yeah, they put her away.
Cuffed her.
They cuffed, yeah.
That's hilarious. They cuffed that little bitch. Like, get back in the car, bitch. Stupid legally blonde. Anyway, Mariano. He's gonna make his award. He's gonna have his award. Not his award speech. It's not called an award speech. It's called the Hall of Fame.
A Hall of Fame speech.
He's gonna go up. He's gonna be like, "I want to thank everyone. Of course, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ." Yeah. And I want to thank the Yankee organization because he can't pronounce Yankees. He's going to go up there and just fucking suck dick, right?
That's what he's going to do. He's like, Goose, come over here.
Come over here.
Come over here. Goose, come here. Let me suck your dick.
You don't know that's the initiation.
That's what they make them do?
That's behind closed doors.
You have quite the imagination now, do you?
It's time for everyone to suck.
No, but you're saying he's going to go up there, accept his Hall of Fame a plaque, and then go, all right, now it's time for me to do the real show.
Well, they
suck
bring out
everyone's
the golden dick. Pete Rose's dick.
Yeah, that's not Pete Rose. He's not even in the Hall of Fame.
That's why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Because
they can't sacrifice his golden dick.
Too much dick in the
probably
shadows. In the shadows, right? In the shadows.
Yeah, that's right. So, well.
Yeah.
Zombie, what do you think about Area 51? Would you storm it?
Hell no.
Pussy.
I don't need to storm Area 51 to know there's aliens.
Well, you think you're some sort of zombie, don't you?
Yeah, so I already know there's the existence of aliens.
You wouldn't storm Area 51 one of these guys and go, "Come on, we're all going in, yes."
I'll wait till like everybody else is like dead and I'll just walk.
If it was a do or die situation, right? I would definitely do it.
I would make a speech if it was a do or die.
You would die immediately.
I would be the guy who's like, "Okay, everyone, gather.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, come together." And we're gonna go in there, and we're gonna see them aliens, and just storm in there and be the guy who dies immediately. Just fucking.
Yeah.
So
what I'm wondering is like, what is the end game if they actually if anyone would actually
Thanos.
succeed?
What if they succeed? Do you really think that's going to happen? Do you think it's even possible?
One person actually manages somehow miraculously to make it past all the bullets, makes it through the gates, makes it into the secret rooms, and actually finds an alien. What are they going to do? Take a picture of the fucking phone and put it on Instagram?
You know what would be really funny if like the government allows one person, just like one like fucking lunatic, in there, right? And they'd be like, "Okay, you can see everything in Area 51," and they come,
I have been chosen. I will come back with all the information that you need.
And they come back, right? Yeah. And then they show him, and he comes back, and everyone's like, "Well, what's it like?" And he's just like, "You don't want to see that shit."
Yeah, no, he comes back and they just wheel him out. He's all frozen. They're like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
He's like, "That's just we don't want to. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to."
They bring him in there. It's just a bunch of aliens having gay sex.
Well, How would aliens have gay sex? Tell us.
Same way that humans have gay sex.
You think so?
Yeah. Dick up the ass.
Yeah. Aliens are so gay.
Yeah. They're all long-legged.
Their fans are gay.
Yeah.
Aliens are.
They have big heads.
Yeah. Gray. They're gray.
Yeah. They're gay.
They're gray.
They're gay aliens.
Green.
They're gay gray aliens.
Yeah. Well, officially this podcast blows now.
Well, it's just the three of them.
We're all gay.
No, we're not all gay.
Whatever.
We're not all... Oh, did you fart?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's what...
Come on.
That's lightning the book.
Yeah.
We started out on fire. We started out high, I think.
I got annoyed.
We were being silly. Yeah. And then you, like an angry manager. You're just like an angry father at the dinner table.
Excuse me, I have a joke to tell here.
Right. Like, you couldn't just wait 30 seconds. We were in a rhythm. Even Zombie was kind of being funny. I mean, that says a lot. He was, at least he's being, like, kind of...
I'm trying,
and then you come in and you sit down and like an angry dad, right around like the end of like the semester, just everyone's just like on edge.
Now see here,
like now I gotta show you my report card.
Can I talk?
Sure.
Well, I was getting interrupted. I'm tired of getting.
What about Area 51?
I don't like to get interrupted. You constantly interrupt me. I don't like, and we always go through this. Maybe if you just fucking listened every once in a while.
I'm listening now.
Calm down, Sal.
Well, don't throw shots.
On that podcast, I never got interrupted. Never got interrupted.
You did the interrupting.
No, I would have quick jabs.
Well, the thing is, too, with him, he does interrupt a lot, but he doesn't notice on his end. Typical liberal scum. That's right.
Fucking liberals.
I think I listen all the time. I'm listening now. You make terrible jokes about me being liberal scum.
Oh. Okay.
Was that a segue? Was that a segue into something? Oh,
it wasn't. It wasn't. You threw off the whole
No, because
show.
you fucking interrupt me all the time, and I'm tired of being interrupted.
Now he's getting upset too.
Because you can move off of it.
He has too many serious moments on this show.
Because I try to bring a loose energy to the show, and then I just I try to say something, and then someone interrupts me with something that's horribly unfunny.
You're the Michael Richards of this show.
Yeah, but what I have is probably funny, and then someone interrupts. I'm trying to go somewhere with it, and nobody ever just comes with me. It's like no one notices
something
me.
that Michael Richards would say.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Michael Richards.
Well, fine. I'm sorry. What an insult comparing me to the greatest television actor of all time.
Well, he was a dick off stage.
Who cares if he wanted perfection, right? And I nothing short of perfection was good enough for him,
right?
You know, and I feel the same way. Fine.
And you're See, here's the thing too about you. You're argumentative. Like if I mention something, like we'll be talking at home, right, Zombie? I'll be like, yeah, I think the Yankees should go around and get Madison Bumgarner. Right. He'll cut me off. Well, I don't think they should. Because
that's not true.
There's always an argument.
That's a horrible example because I would agree with that.
Well,
they should go out.
See, you just did it. You just fucking did it.
No, because the example sucked. Stop saying stupid shit, and then maybe I wouldn't argue with you.
I couldn't really think of off the top of my head, but I want to give an example. And yeah, see, exactly. You had to, of course, argue against that. You're very argumentative. You're very irritable.
Yeah, but when I get interrupted, I don't like it.
You get that from your mother. Yeah, you'll get that shit off me. Now he gets up from the table. Look, he's walking away. He's walking off the shop. Hey, go, watch. Give me a Dr. Can I have a Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a Dr. Pepper while you're in there. That's right. Get in the fridge.
You drink the last of my Dr. Pepper.
Nah, you got a few Dr. Peppers in there. I saw them.
Yeah, emphasis on a few.
Yeah. Cheers, boys.
Drink up, you pussies.
Yeah. There we go. Let's all open our respective beverages, and let's get back to the meeting. This is what happened with Howard Stern, right? Howard Stern had a fucking 4-hour meeting, and this is why, with reasons like this. We're unprepared. We're an unprepared podcast.
No,
but I was prepared.
Yeah, but you want to talk about stuff that Zombie doesn't understand, and quite frankly, I find boring.
Well, not really. I mean, Zombie understands it.
Okay, so
I understand Area 51.
I was into talking about that. And then you just took it back to me for some reason. Now we're talking about me being difficult to work with and Michael Richards and...
You're a great American. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Go ahead, big shot.
He's a true patriot.
Zombie did throw off the little bit of flow by asking that Donald Trump Roseanne Parr thing.
I didn't mind that.
You didn't mind that?
No.
Well, okay. I want to, see again. You disagree. I see. We were supposed to bond together and gang up on him.
Yeah, but see, this is your problem. That if you think it, then it must be correct, and everybody should get on board with you.
Yeah, well, I am the host.
Just like Donald Trump.
No, has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the.
It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. You're right.
It has nothing to do with. Yeah, no, it doesn't actually. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with being the host of the show. It's just that you think if you think it, everyone is like, oh, we all have to listen to you. You know, you do it all the time. I didn't want to get into it. I don't want to fight.
Every time we're the three of us together after a long layoff, we always have this type of episode.
Yeah, because the flow's not there.
You and I fight.
No, I don't want to. But I don't want to fight.
Our friends bring us great joy, don't they, Zombie?
That's what it is.
They're a good distraction. They break up the shit.
But here's the thing, Zombie. Have you and I ever fought on the show?
I don't think so.
How about behind the scenes? Have we ever fought?
I don't think so.
Have you ever fought with Rob behind the scenes?
Yeah, definitely. I recall a certain disagreement over a bag.
One incident. It was one time.
You're difficult to work with.
Yeah, sure, probably. Hey, yeah, all right, fine. I'm difficult to work with. I'm a cunt. I'm a big fat cunt.
I'll tell you one thing: you put on a hell of a show at Kilmeyer's.
See? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we might as well just talk about it. We're not going to air this part one. We'll have something. I don't know.
We still have part one of the last.
Fucking Kilmeyer's. What about it? What did you think?
What did I think?
You know,
I thought there was the first comedian sucked the air out of the room.
Ooh, yeah, me too.
A certain comic from Staten Island who I would mention his name, but no one's ever heard of him.
Right.
Not even a Staten Island comedian. Not even like a Staten Island comedian fan base would even know who I'm talking about. But he's like a professional comedian from Los Angeles. He first told me, "Hey, could you bring?" He told me and Rob, "Hey, could you bring me up as?" Hey, you might see this next guy on Comedy Central. Bill Burr presents. Like an audience in Staten Island cares about Bill Burr.
We're at a bar show.
We're at a bar show for the fucking 14 people. And contrary to what he said, then he opened, of course, which I always hate when a comedian does. Is anybody here for comedy? Yeah, most of the people were there for comedy.
Yeah, well, we were hosting off the top.
Yeah.
So I had to do 10 minutes. If I wanted that question to be asked, I would have asked it because being the host and all, I probably should have asked it then.
Right.
You know, but I wouldn't ask that because I would assume, you got to act like you've been there, you know?
Sure.
You assume that everybody in the room is there to watch comedy. You just don't just go up and go, all right, for those of you who are here to watch comedy, listen up. For those of you who aren't here to watch comedy, continue with your conversation.
Yeah, just keep going.
It's like, no, you don't do that. You just you just host the show.
And also, you play to the front when you do those type of shows. Like, to just describe it to the audience real quickly. First off, it was an attentive crowd. It wasn't that bad of a crowd. It was a little rowdy in the back because there's the bar in the same room, but not really. You just played to the fucking front.
Whatever.
The guy was bitchy. But we met Janine Garofalo last night. She's a nice lady. She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
I fuck her. Would you fuck Janine Garofalo?
Like 20 years ago.
Would you have sex with me?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to have sex with me?
The Awful Tower.
That's right. I don't know what that means.
That means instead of an Eiffel Tower between me and you, like how normal people were shaped, you and I would be the Awful Tower. That's what Zombie's joke was.
With Janine Garofalo in the middle.
Yeah. She was very nice.
She would be the Tower 7.
Yeah. She was very nice. She's nice. She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
Compared to, I mean, but it is the difference. Like the night before, I'm dealing with this fucking guy who is I guess he's on the rise, right? Would you say he's on the rise?
I guess I don't know.
And he has maybe 2 or 3 credits. Here's Janine Garofalo in hit movies on hit television shows. I think she's a Emmy Award winner, and she couldn't be sweeter. Just a nice lady. Went up humble as shit. Wasn't very funny, you know? Like, wasn't going to crack you up, but, like, was trying to put an effort into it. Didn't knock the show. Just was. And in fact, she was nostalgic about the whole Bitter End, because the show was at the Bitter End. It's a famous bar on MacDougal Street. She was nostalgic about it. She turned around to Joe Pally. She was like, see that right there? This used to be the stage, all this shit. So she was very nice. Opposed to some asshole from Los Angeles comes down and he gives me and Rob some tood. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, fucking. It's he's a classless piece of shit. And I'm punching in the face next time I see him.
Piece of shit.
No, because you know what it is too. Like you just don't. He asked to do the show. You know, like he asked me to do it. It's not like I reached out to him, right. And he was very nice. Messaging back and forth, and when he came down, I mean, I don't know what you expected. It was a fucking bar show. Yeah. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, we got a little screwed over because we thought we were going to be in a separate room, and they put us in the same room as the bar. And those shows are generally not good. I know they aren't. I mean, you do have the option to turn around and say, I'm not going up. Or no one will ever do that. No. They all go up anyway. So when you go up, don't take it fucking dead serious. Just go up and hang out. And
fucking talk about the sanitation department. You know?
You sound like an idiot when you say it.
Well, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Why? That's what gets laughs in that room. Just talk about fucking Staten Island. That's what gets laughs in those rooms.
Sure.
All right. Why? You disagree?
No, I'm not saying you can do whatever you want. You can talk. You can do your material, but you just know that it's probably not going to go over that well. It's not. I mean, if you're gonna do like these like long thinker bits in front of people who worked all day and they come to a bar show, right? And they're there to watch the comedy, and they're gonna do like some shit that's gonna go over their head, and then and then yell at them for not laughing. Then I think you're the dick, not them.
Right.
Correct.
See, there's no civil discourse. There's like there's no talking. I knew halfway through. It's like no one's listening to me. So that's why I don't even belong giving advice. No, talk about the sanitation department. That's what you should do. Because I said, well, you sound like an idiot when you say that. And then of course
we're just in a conversation, just talking about something, and then you turn around to me. Oh, you sound like an idiot.
Because you sound like an idiot when you say that.
Like we were just having a conversation. You wouldn't do that to someone else.
Who?
Anyone else. We're talking about a subject, and then you turn around and go, oh, you sound like an idiot when you say that.
Oh, was it rude?
It's just a fucking example. Again, you're very argumentative and very difficult to work with.
So disagreeable.
Irritable.
Irritable,
the word. Disagreeable, too.
I disagree with your irritability.
Bad. Bad, Rob.
Bad, Rob.
You're a fucking broken leg away from living here.
I still have that air mattress.
Because of the cat.
I'll never live here.
See? He's nasty.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so nasty. I'm
sleep at the foot of my bed just like the cat did.
He's a nasty guy.
Oh, my God.
It's amazing.
Jesus.
You're fucking so nasty.
Sorry.
I think it's the weather. It's the weather?
No, it's not the weather. No, it wasn't the weather. No.
I had a bunch of topics.
We can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Well, now you've been yelling at me for
I have not been yelling at you. Oh, my God. Now I'm yelling.
How long are we into this episode?
We're 26 minutes in.
And we've disagreed on every topic.
Save the topics. We'll get to the topics in the next hour. We'll do another hour. I'll be in a better mood.
We're just trying to do a nice little comedy show.
I know. I'm trying
out there. And we're in a nice conversation. Were we not? I think even Zombie was into it. Listening. Pleasant conversation. I mentioned one little thing, just an example. And he turns around and goes, "You sound like an idiot when you say that." Now, is that nice?
No, it's not nice.
Very nasty.
No, I'm sorry.
Should be.
Yeah.
So anyway, damn this heat, huh?
My bad. I don't know. It was just the way it's the way I talk to you sometimes.
Maybe I'm being a little thin-skinned.
You probably
But
are.
see, here's the thing. If you were joking around, I probably would have just let it go. But you were dead serious.
Yeah.
You made that snarl look.
I must have really felt it if I was being.
Well, you could have told me off air.
All right.
That's being a little thin-skinned.
Yeah, I mean,
We should do it on air.
yeah. It's just going, Greg. See, I wouldn't even say it to you off air. I say it to you on air. So no.
What's stupid about it?
Because you're picture holding one subject, and you said it a few times. I've heard you say it. Like,
Sure, I've said it
a bunch of times, and it's like you're
And
pigeonholing.
it always got a laugh, by the way.
Are you trying to be funny when you say that?
Why not? Why,
Oh,
what am
okay.
I
All
trying to
right.
say?
I don't know. All right. I didn't know that. I don't know. I took it literal. I'm sorry.
This fucking guy, man.
Ah, fine.
Took it liberally.
What are you talking about?
Good, I don't know.
He's in an awkward position. We go to this man's house, me and you are arguing.
We're like the two brothers from that movie Mother. Just walk in. Like, boys, break it up. And they kill each other in the house.
Did you put your balls on my drum set?
What movie is that?
Step Brothers?
No, Mother. Mother.
I know, but I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. You only
Yelled at Zombie, once again, have we ever fought off air?
No, but Rob was all the fucking time.
Have we had nothing but pleasant conversations on and off air?
All the time.
And with Rob, the complete opposite.
I'm a perfectionist. And this doesn't even come close to perfectionist. This last 30 minutes, 28 minutes.
I think it's
No, it's fine. I'm sure it's good. What were you saying? I'm sorry. I want to play along now.
Oh,
Now you wanna play
tag me
along.
in. Tag me in. I want to play along.
oh, you want to play?
Yeah,
now?
I'll do the. You can be Kermit. I'll be Miss Peggy. You want me to be Miss Peggy? Do you want me to do? I'll have fun now.
Give me thy dainty hoof in marriage.
Oh, Kermit! Shut up, Kermit! You sound like an idiot when you say that, Kermit.
You're like the kid who acts out.
An angel.
You're like the kid who acts out at the birthday party, and then we put you in the corner, and now you come back, you're all happy.
Yeah.
Now you're like, I want to play too.
You put a little.
Where's my ice cream?
Yeah.
Cake.
You're bad. You're in the corner now.
Yeah. No, I'm having fun now.
You're having fun now.
Yeah, now I'm having fun.
Well, I'm not having a good time.
Why? Because I'm having fun.
Yeah, I don't want to see you have fun now.
Oh, wow, we're like the teeter totter, right?
Yeah.
Is that it? The teeter totter.
Up and down, up and down.
Well, we're gonna try to get to a topic. I had several topics.
Well, just talk.
I had a few bits planned.
What was it?
I want to do a bit.
Save them for the next hour.
Oh, for the next.
I'll apologize to you off air.
Hour this shit.
We'll do another. Yeah. What time is it? We'll save it. We'll save it. I'm sorry.
Why am I saving it?
Because we'll do a tighter hour. It'll be fun. You like this episode?
It's not going that badly. I'm sure it's entertaining for the
Started
audience.
off good.
It did.
It didn't really. I didn't think it did.
You disagreeable fuck.
All right.
It's probably not awful. People like when you and I argue. They want to see the destruction of
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is what we're really.
of two brothers. And you are my brother.
No, I'm also tired of people making 9/11 jokes about you and I. Equating us to the twin towers or whatever. It's so dumb.
Who's done that?
I don't remember. I've heard it like
It's
100 times.
stupid.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't like when people go on stage and ask us about their writing process.
He's a nice guy. But
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
That was bizarre.
That's-
What the hell?
I'm tired of people asking us how we write. They're like, "How do you come up with such great material?
I don't know.
Are you a good writer?"
No, we sit there and I write with a pen. I don't know. Fucking.
You probably hate that stuff, don't you?
What's that? Writing. I hate writing. That's why I do this. Say nothing all episode.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I say nothing all episode usually.
You started all this. I blame you, Zombie.
God damn it.
You have the personality of the 10th season of Seinfeld.
That final season.
No, because it didn't happen.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sorry, I didn't mean to lash out. What are you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I've had to say I'm sorry about a million. I feel like Russ right now. I feel like Russell Gonzarelli, where he just talks and mutters shit out, and
That's one of your characters. Maybe that's your problem. Maybe you have split personality.
I probably do. Yeah,
You have too many characters in your head.
I haven't been writing all my characters recently. I've just been writing as myself.
I haven't been writing my character either, Joey Kuzma. Oh no! I mean that guy. That guy is real. Everyone.
Is that like when Bruce Wayne says, "I'm Batman from the circus"?
I'm Batman, Harvey.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman, and everyone just ignores him. He says it in the movie.
Do you think like one kid heard it?
Yeah.
Right, and then went home and was like, it's Batman, Bruce Wayne, and his parents are like, oh, that cannot be. We're lucky we just got out of their lives.
Stories.
Like they would just like went to Wayne Manor the next day, like a deleted scene. Like, oh, little Johnny says you're Batman, but we know that's impossible. He's like, no, of course not.
Yeah, of course.
I like in The Dark Knight when he's like he stops the ambulance. What does happen? What happens again?
You're talking about when he gets into a car accident?
Yeah. And he gets out of the car, and he's Gordon's like, that's awfully courageous of you. He goes, trying to run the lights.
He knows how to play it off.
He does. Know what movie I watched today? I watched the movie 8th Grade.
Haven't seen that.
Terrible movie. Yeah. Awful. Almost. I give it, on this show, what do we rate? 1 through 4, right? I give it 1.5 stars.
Oh,
Boring.
so low.
Boring. You probably relate to it.
Why? Because it stars a woman?
The girl in the movie is all like, shh.
Yeah.
She's all like, shh.
Bo Burnham directs that, right?
Sounds hot.
She's 13. Well, I was comparing it to this other movie called 13. You ever see 13?
No.
That's a great movie.
With Evan Rachel Wood.
Rachel Wood
Really
and
good movie.
Nikki Reed.
Who directed that? Diablo Cody, right? She wrote it?
No, Diablo Cody did Juno, I think.
No, but she wrote...
Oh, she wrote the movie?
13, yeah.
Oh, she did. Okay, because she had she was friends with Nikki Reed.
Yeah,
And,
made no sense.
it's
Diablo Cody was like 26.
Yeah, it's a
and
little
Nikki
weird.
Reed was like 14.
Yeah. But it's funny because the movie 8th Grade, like her whole life is on the internet. Like that's her whole thing. She does like video blogs and and she's like on Snapchat, all this shit. And it's just not interesting to me. It's just so fucking boring. The whole movie is just it's about this insecure. Nothing happens in the movie. All the girl does is fight with the father throughout the movie. She threw like a banana at him. That was funny. And
Father Black?
No. Josh Hamilton played the father.
Oh,
the ex Texas Ranger. He's just like, I'm a daddy now. But throughout the entire fucking movie, she's just complaining and she has anxiety, all this shit. I just find it wasn't even.
I don't think a movie about kids today is really going to be interesting at all.
It just
any movie.
No, what was weird about the movie? It just took place in a month, so we never saw her before then
or after.
And it's just like maybe she just had a bad month.
Yeah.
I mean, the girl was like lonely throughout the movie. It wasn't interesting.
When did they cover her period? At the end of the movie?
Well, the father's all like a dope. He's like, I don't know.
That's women's stuff. I can't handle that. I don't know how to read a book. I have no idea what to do there. What are those straws?
And here's another thing. This is another thing I hate about these fucking movies. The kids are always rich as shit.
Yeah, of course.
Like, they always live, like, in a nice home. That's why I love the movie 13. First off, that movie, 13, it's very realistic because I grew up with girls like that who, like, were, like, nice kids in elementary school. And then once they go to, like, middle school, once they, like, turn basically 13, they start to go down. You see the ones that go down that road there. Yeah. And they hook up with, like, a friend who's like always like a ridiculously hot 13-year-old.
Yeah.
But for my when I was 13,
the one that's getting molested by her stepbrother.
Yeah, right. And she has like a tattoo. Like, it's like it's not real. I just got this at the water park.
It's a butterfly tattoo.
Yeah. It comes off, but we're gonna get real tattoos when we do ecstasy later. And that movie 13 was very realistic. Where it's like that was the movie, and the girl, Evan Rachel Wood's character, lives in a piece of shit apartment with her stupid hillbilly mother who's fucking an ex-addict who's Jeremy Sisto.
Yeah, good actor.
Remember that guy? He's like, he
almost played Batman.
He almost played Batman. He's like George Clooney, but not George Clooney. He's like that, and he's like a fucking loser in the movie. And Evan Rachel Wood's character is like this like cute like blonde 13-year-old that turns into like a fucking slut,
like a whore.
And like in the middle of the movie, they pick up two fucking Puerto Ricans, right? And the Puerto Rican's like a rapper, and he's like a terrible rapper, but they're like such fucking stupid brain dead girls. They're like, fuck it, let's blow these two rappers. And they're like, and she's like, and she doesn't even think about it in the movie. She just has sex in the middle of the movie. There's no question. There's no
Dear Diary.
Right. There's none of that. She's like, no, I want this guy's dick. Puerto Rican kids, by the way, 13-year-old Puerto Rican kids get more pussy.
Yeah, if you're 13 in Puerto Rican, if you're not banging like fucking white chicks,
that's why they all have kids.
Yeah.
That's why they all have kids, because they fucking get laid at like 12.
That's where they peak.
Yeah.
Between like 12 and like 15.
Yeah.
And then depending on what they do after,
because they either gain a lot of weight because they have like 2 or 3 kids,
and plus the food they eat.
Yeah, they eat a lot of fucking shitty food,
starch,
but they also have that like anxiety that they'd have that like comfort food. Like, I'll have ice cream at 12 o'clock because I have a son. Like, and they look terrible. Like at 22 years old, they look like they're fucking 50.
Right.
And by the time they're 22, the kid's like 12, and he's getting the pussy.
Yeah.
So back to the movie 13. So that's a fucking and I love that movie. Compare it to this fucking 8th grade, that stupid white girl who's just like she's insecure about her body. Yeah. The girl in it like was so dumpy too. Nothing like she was like a Liam Dunham body. Like
really?
Yeah, she was all dumpy. And then in the middle, so in the movie towards the end, she makes friends with like this girl who's hanging out with these guys, these high school kids, and then the guy's like, "Hey baby, let me get in the back seat," and she's like, okay. And the guy goes in the back seat and they're playing like Truth or Dare, and he goes, "Dare me to take off my shirt?" And she's like, okay. And like not even like being like flirtatious, she's just like that, like and then he takes off his shirt. He's like,
how's his body?
Terrible.
Really?
It's very thin, like nothing really.
Yeah.
So and then this smooth fucking character turns around and goes, "Let's play Truth or Dare. Hey, I dare you to take off your shirt." And she's like, "No." He's like, "Come on, baby, take off your shirt." And she's like, "I don't know." Like he's like, "Come on, all the kids are doing it. Take off your shirt."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "No!" She screams at him, and he's like, "Fuck fuck, and goes back in the front seat. And like on the way home is actually kind of funny because he's like cursing around. He's like, I was trying to fucking teach you. I was trying to teach you something. And then she like runs upstairs and her dad is like, honey, what the fuck's going on?
Well, what's going on?
Right, and he's being like a fucking retard about it. And he's like, oh my God. And they probably talk about it. And then the ending of the movie is she just fucking probably kills her.
Then Bo Burnham plays Art is Dead.
Right.
That's his big hit.
That's his big hit?
Yeah, Art is Dead. You're
not a big Bo Burnham fan, are you? Yeah. I gave him a shot. I gave this movie a chance. And fucking like it was so like
I don't like Bo Burnham. He was good in his little cameo in Funny People. I thought he was okay, and then
he was funny in Funny People. Yeah, that little there's like a little web series about that too.
I tried watching the special, and the special's all dark and deep, and
everything's
it's like, what if we thought about like this way?
It's like, oh man, look at him. He has silly hair and he's wearing glasses now. He's being deep.
Yeah, I just want to call him a faggot.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like, listen, homo.
Stop being a faggot all the time.
Why don't you go out and sing your fucking stupid songs?
I just wish I could go back in time and like be his like classmate and throw carrots at him. Just be like, and call him YouTube boy. Like, come here, YouTube boy. Look at fucking, what are you going to be a big star? I'd be wrong. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be wrong. I'd be like, what do you be a big star someday with your little internet movies? And he'll probably just be in the corner just like, fuck you. You know, I'd be like, here's a carrot to your face. Throw a carrot at him. I'd be like, look at a little Bo over here. He's on the internet doing internet movies.
Hey, Bo, why don't you take a picture of this? Here's a cucumber. All right? Why don't you suck it, homo? Yeah.
Yeah, your internet movie.
Hey, nice movie there. Bo thinks he's a comedian. Tell us a joke, Bo.
Come on, Woody Allen.
Just gets on the piano and just starts belting on that fucking song. And everyone's like, yeah, look at Bo. And he becomes the popular kid in the school.
For like a second.
He probably was like a cool kid.
No. He was like, I was a total nerd.
They always say that. They said about Pete Davis. He was a total nerd.
Yeah.
He was probably just a rude fuck.
Yeah, I know. Probably.
No? So, I don't know. I like those type, but I gave it a shot. I gave that movie a shot because I was like, I'm a 28-year-old man.
Yeah.
I'm not in it with the kid. I don't know the kids too much. I'm not big with the I don't know what's going on. I'm not big with the Snapchats. So I gave this movie a shot just to I wanted to see. I was curious, and what a letdown.
Right.
Just a typical fucking letdown. Like I love American Pie. I love Superbad. Dazed and Confused, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Those are fucking great movies, and like they're so basic movies. The whole movie's about all four of those movies. It's really just about getting drunk and trying to get laid throughout the movie. And this fucking 8th grade was so disappointing. I get it; they were in 8th grade, they're a little young, but still, fucking show something interesting.
Don't make a movie about 8th graders,
right?
I don't understand. Like, it's like the least interesting generation of people.
Yeah.
Like, to make a movie about 13-year-olds in 2019 America. Like, what are they? They don't do anything.
It's really like making a movie about like a 7-year-old. Like,
it's the same.
30 years.
Yeah, sure.
Even they're more interesting.
They don't do anything. They're on the internet. Like, I don't care. I just can't find any fascination in someone making like fucking video blogs.
Think about this. How interesting was the Little Rascals during the 20s? They were always working and putting out fires.
Yeah, they lived the fantasy life. The Little Rascals, yeah.
They were always putting out fires.
Yeah, Stymie was a mailman.
Stymie was, they never they would just be like, hey, the Little Rascals, can you deliver this mail? Of course we could, yeah. And they went around the blocks. They were like,
An adult would approach them with something to do for that day.
Right.
Put something on their agenda and with all like the nooks and crannies of the day and defeating all the obstacles, but God damn it, would they accomplish their goal?
Yeah.
The Little Rascals at the end of the day.
You ever see the little fat one? What was his name? Pubsy?
Chubsy Wubsy.
Chubsy fucking Pubsy.
Don't call him Chubsy Wubsy, call him Norman.
Yeah, and he was like, and he knew exactly what to do. He was sitting there with the teacher, Miss Cramtree, and she was like a MILF too.
Yeah,
she was probably like 24.
The actress, I don't know.
Probably. She was probably like 24 years old, and she was like hanging out, and Chubsy Wubsy went in there and was like, and that other little fucking stupid fucking kid was like trying to fuck her, but Chubsy Wubsy went in there and like was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And the guy was like, "Oh, why don't you beat it?"
Yeah.
And he turned around for a second, and fat fucking Chubsy Wubsy snuck into the room and sat down next to Mr. Crabtree, Mrs. Crabtree, and was just like, "Hey, how's it going, Mrs. Crabtree?" And he was flirting with her, and I mean,
and it was all innocent back then.
And this was a 10-year-old
It was all
kid.
innocent back then.
He was a man about things.
Yeah.
He wasn't insecure of his body.
No, of course not. He had a beautiful body.
You little fat bastard. Today, an 8th grader, it's fucking boring.
Yeah, probably like a 9-year-old came and talked to an adult today.
You know, those little rascals, that was
Those are the
interesting
kids.
television.
Yeah. Imagine their Snapchat.
Right.
Imagine their
Here's us putting out a fire.
Yeah, we're building a bridge.
Ooh. We're building a wall.
Those kids got to work. Yeah, they would definitely be Trump supporters, wouldn't they? The little rascals. They would definitely be all in on Trump. Donald Trump would have a cameo.
Yeah.
You guys would.
He was in the remake.
He was in the remake.
Waldo's father.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's very pro Little Rascal.
Like, real quick side note. There's an animated movie coming out called The Queen's Corgi. So it's all about like the Queen of England. She has like a dog and gets lost or whatever. But there's a Donald Trump like they animate Donald Trump into the movie. They show in the trailer.
Is Trump going to do their voice?
I don't know if it's him. It's probably I doubt it's him doing the actual voice. I'm sure it's somebody doing an impression. But it's like in like the trailer, he rolls up in like a solid gold Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
And he has like a solid gold phone. He's just like snapping pictures, taking selfies with the fucking queen and shit.
Oh, okay.
He's orange as fuck. His tans.
That's what he does. By the way, yeah, he's the president.
It's time to find the Queen's dog. Yeah, he would definitely pop up in Little Rascals and be like, "Now you kids, I like all of you." And
you're gonna get the Congressional Medal of Freedom.
Real great kids, future of America.
Where's my African American supporter right there? Come out here, buckwheat.
Yeah, that's one thing.
He'll like tweet about buckwheat, and then there'll be like the first 30 comments. It'll be like, "You racist fuck! No one's really named buckwheat."
He had huge hair.
Yeah, that's when last time 13-year-olds were interesting.
Yeah,
well, 12-year-olds
in the 20s,
except for pretty much. At least they had like they try to have life experience.
Yeah,
because they were just always kind of working. Like we're working stiffs, you know? Like. But
papers, get your papers here, papers.
But after, but that's the thing, like, you know, like about those like teen comedies were they're always fun movies. Like you know, like now it's like you watch like a teenage movie, it's always about depression and like the kids always, you know, even that Perks of a Wallflower. I liked the movie, but it was so fucking depressing. It was like,
I'll tell you what happened.
It was like, yeah.
Wait till you're on mic.
I'll tell you what happened. Like, it's because all those movies before them, you know, like American Pie and Superbad, these like little fucking nerds were probably watching them and go, "I don't relate to that experience."
Right.
So everyone's like, "Oh, well, let's make a movie that will relate to these fucking like 1% fucking of the population."
Yeah.
You know, losers with nothing to do all day. So they were like, "Oh," and then they dug in real deep with the like, because I like Revenge of the Nerds is a funny movie. Like that's at least going for funny.
But they're going for. They're not going. It's not like. Vengeance. It's Revenge of the Nerds. It's not Vengeance of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Like, every movie today is Vengeance of the Nerds. Like, you know, like.
But it's also like I hate the movies that are like a Perks of a Wallflower or that other one with Zach Galifianakis came out. It's still a funny story or some shit.
It's kind of a funny story, yeah.
And like everybody's like all fucking like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna kill." But that kid was actually interesting because he was like a normal kid, right? He's like his best friend did everything and all shit, and he's like, but he wanted to kill himself, you know. But they were also like, yo, man, you're not depressed, and then he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm depressed and shit," but he really wasn't, because everything got solved in a week.
Yeah.
You don't solve depression in a week. You drink it away.
Exactly.
And you start a podcast.
What happened to that?
Well, there's a horror movie called The Final, which is basically about like
The Final Countdown. Okay, sorry.
No, not quite. No, it's like these it's a bully group of like nerdy teens.
Asians?
No, what?
Are they Asians?
No.
Oh.
But
go on.
They're nerds. They get bullied. And they come up with a plan to actually like attack, to get back at their bullies. So they host this Halloween party, and then they basically just like trap everybody there and just start torturing them. They make them like do horrible shit.
Well, that doesn't sound that bad.
That sounds actually kind of fun.
Ultimately, with the plan of killing them, like they actually plan to set out and kill.
That sounds like a good movie. Was it? Is it a Japanese movie?
No,
or
it's an American movie.
American movie. Final. I'll give that a
The
watch.
final.
I thought the final was like a thing where they made the bully teens were doing the guy's test.
Oh, the final. Yes. Yeah. No, it's also excellent movie. Bully.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
Holy classic.
Larry Clark
movie. Fucking excellent. And it was.
He fucked everyone on set.
He did, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it wasn't so much him. It was Gus Van Sant.
He was produced it, right?
Yeah.
Gus Van Sant. Yeah.
They made. He was like Brad Renfro. Oh, Bryan Singer was bringing around Brad Renfro as his boyfriend.
Yeah.
And the kid was like not gay.
How about that other kid? Remember Jonathan Brandis?
No.
He was in the movie It. He had the stutter in It. Blind
About
kid.
the
And
original one?
Yeah, the real It. Yeah. That kid definitely, he was molested and shit. And
I know who you're talking about,
He
yes.
committed suicide. He was in, they say he took the movie Hearts War. That was with Bruce Willis and, I forget who else was in it. But, Terrence Howard and Colin Farrell. Right? And their behavior because he had a big role in the movie, this kid.
Yeah.
That was written, and they cut him out of the movie, basically, because he was disgusted by the behavior of all three of those guys on set, because they were like fucking extras and they were just being deviants, you know?
Right.
And he had called them out. He was like, stop doing that, you know, like, because he was probably taken advantage of as a kid.
Sure.
And the director cut all of Jonathan Brandis's part out of the movie, basically.
Because he stood up to them?
Because he had shit to say. He was just like, they got to stop doing that. And also at the time, he was like a fifth lead or something. Like he was in the movie.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was.
It's a war movie. There's like always like 10, 11.
Yeah, he wasn't an extra saying like, "Hey, cut that out, Bruce Willis." Like he was legitimately in the movie, and his star was building. And they cut him out of the film, and then I think a year later he committed suicide.
Yeah, I mean, you hear weird stories about the whole like the Brad Renfro stuff is like real.
Yeah, that's
what he was being fucked up. He died at 25, I think it was.
Heroin overdose.
He was very young.
He's one of them. Yeah, Jonathan Brandis. There's another one. I forget his name.
And there's an A-lister who confirms it about Brad Renfro.
Yeah, that
he was really fucked up over the whole molestation.
Remember Nick Stahl? There's another one.
Yeah, he's in Bully.
Yeah, Nick Stahl.
He's the main character. He went missing for like 2 weeks.
What do you think? That's
earlier this year.
And no one ever. That's not this year. It was like a couple of years back.
I'm sorry. I'm earlier this decade. I meant earlier this decade. Yeah, and he's been around Hollywood a long time himself. Yeah. He was in a movie. He was in this good movie with Mel Gibson, and the movie was about being molested. It was called Man Without a Face.
Right.
And that was a fucking great movie. That kid was that whole cast was fucking amazing. I heard that B.G. Phillips, she would abuse that dude from Mean Girls, Daniel Franzese, whatever his name, Franchise. Yeah. She would abuse him on set, and like would be like, "Hey, are you gay?" and like all this shit, and he would be like, "No, I'm not gay." He is gay, but he's like, "No, I'm not gay." She's like, "I don't believe you. I think you want to." He was like, and she would turn around to Brad Renfro and be like, "Brad, he says he's not gay. He's fucking gay." And Brad Renfro would be like, "Fuck you. Like, stop fucking picking on him." And then during one of the scenes where he takes off his shirt, I vaguely remember the scene. Renfro, when it first had the first take of it, she laughed hysterically at him. Like he took off his shirt.
Talking about the fat kid,
the fat guy.
Oh, during the beach scene. Talking about Brad Renfro.
No.
So the beach scene, the fat kid has to take his shirt off because I think they need to like, I don't know, move a body or some shit. Because his shirt's so big that it actually can move a body.
And there's a fucking great line where he takes off his shirt. He fucking says something. Oh, fuck, I just had it too. God damn it. Yeah. He takes off his shirt.
Yeah, because he's so fat, so they actually can fit a body onto his shirt.
Right.
Yeah, and he's got like bitch tits. And
and she laughed hysterically at him.
But he's like, also, he was in Mean Girls a few years later, so he was taken care of. Yeah. By then, like, you know, Rachel McAdams, like, fucking probably loves him and shit.
Probably, yeah. He's a big stage actor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's still around. You want to take a fast break? Come back?
Sure.
Okay.
Just 3 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this heat, huh?
No, you were just saying about how women are legally.
For any of our female listeners, none of you, it is completely legal in New York for a woman to walk around completely topless anywhere that a man can walk around topless.
And when we were
bare chested and all.
when we were 19, we used to go to McLaren Park in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
And we used to play baseball. And we were practicing with a team. And that was the first time I would see women just topless
Topless in the street.
But who knew that if you looked at them, you were being a pervert?
Why?
They weren't doing it to show off their butties. They were doing it
To cool off.
I guess
Because the guys do it, right? That's why.
Right,
So it's
because
like
it's feminist.
that's the same thing, you know.
Yeah. But one of my favorite inventions is always air conditioning. I think it's the best thing.
God bless air conditioning.
And there's nothing better than walking from the heat, right, into a nice cool,
Yeah, know what you do? You go, oh, God.
nice cool house.
I know how you do when I'm in a nice, cool, air conditioned room. I like to think about the people who are just sweating it out that don't have air conditioning.
By the fan, like that fucking what's her name, Ruby D, and Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Just fanning herself.
Yeah, just
while the mayor walks by.
Yeah.
The mayor, like, oh, Ms. Yeah, I used to work at Stop and Shop, right, when I was 21, and it was like a hot summer. I worked there basically throughout the summer, and I would go in from the heat, and in the morning, like at 7 in the morning, I would go in from the heat, and it would be really hot in the morning, and I'd go into the meat locker. Right, where they're cutting up the butchers, where they're cutting up the meat and they're cutting up steaks and shit, and it'll be nice and cool in there, and it would smell like the water park at Six Flags
because of the meat.
Because of all those pedophiles. Yeah, I
don't like water rides. Yeah, I like those
You don't like water parks? Water parks.
No, I don't.
NFL draft, the water parks. They got everything.
Yeah.
Got fun, water, hot babes.
I don't like to get wet. You know, then you got to walk around like that all day. It was fun though if you were like. It's not so bad actually, because remember that one ride, the raft?
Yes,
right?
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, and then if you would
fun.
you go hang out on because actually it's like a second ride.
Yeah.
So you get off the ride and you go hang out on the deck.
Yeah.
And then you would wait for the splash to come down. You go, oh, it's coming.
But when it's so hot out, you need it. This would be a great weekend if you were in shape to go to Six Flags
and show off your body.
Right, show off your body.
Yeah, show off all your tattoos.
Right.
Sexy body.
I like when black kids cut the line. It's that one white guy. He's like, God damn it, I had enough. God damn it. They can't do that.
I paid good money for this ticket.
And they get kicked out by security.
Yeah, but they shouldn't cut the line though.
Some Jersey.
The white guy gets taken out though.
Yeah.
It's like oh,
I was just telling them.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You're being racist, sir. We don't allow that kind of thing.
I still love those lemonade things. The lemonade from Six Flags. Those are refreshing.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I want to go to Six Flags again.
Yeah.
I don't think
before the summer's
I don't think we could fit on the rides anymore. It's not big.
Well, maybe you
can.
can. I don't know about I think I'm still slim enough.
There's nothing funnier than seeing the fat guy having to go, oh, nothing I can do about that.
All his friends are like, we'll meet you downstairs.
Oh, will you? And then you go downstairs and he's not changing because now he's eating a pretzel.
You might as well give up then.
I might as well have some fun.
You might as well just kind of if you can't fit on the roller coaster.
I don't see how, I haven't been to Six Flags in so long. So, the last time I went, it was the flip phone era, basically, the old. Today, you have these iPhones and shit like that. I would be fucking.
You literally have to use the locker.
Yeah, but why would you leave your phone?
And you need that person who's afraid of roller coasters
to kind of hold your shit.
To kind of hang around.
And then he's going to have 10 iPhones in his pocket.
But no, but you have the little bag.
Yeah.
Bag. And
nowadays, the iPhones, they're water resistant. The
yeah, but I'm talking about, I'm not talking about, the water stuff. I'm talking about, let's say you're on Superman. I remember I was on the Superman ride once, and I had shit in my pocket. I don't remember. It was $1 or something.
Yeah.
How are you walking around with shit in your pocket?
No, I remember. I meant the figurative sense. And my dollar fell out when I was on the ride. I was like, oh, I'll never get that back.
That was the one ride I didn't like. I was afraid of that.
I like that ride.
I like the Superman.
Yeah.
Do you like the one?
Yeah, the first Ultimate Flight.
With
I think
the
it's
belt.
called.
I think
with the things over it saying your legs are hanging.
Your legs are
you're facing down
dude,
the whole time.
That one, I don't know. That one's fucking scary.
I mean, now one of like the new. It's not a new ride. It's a newly acquired ride at Six Flags Great Adventure. The Green Lantern ride.
What's just that one?
It's gay.
It's basically it's a like you like stand up. So it's like you're in like a
You go over the rainbow.
No. It's like you're like in like the stand up like position. You have like
They put a stick shift in your asshole.
There's a harness over you and you're like just standing up straight the entire time.
God, that sounds so gay. Like they have to make a point of standing up straight.
Good posture on this ride. Nitro. The last time I rode that, I got a little scared.
Really? That's a great ride.
It's that climb.
That's the best ride.
The climb?
The climb feels like it takes forever. The only roller coaster I've ever been on that I actually like wasn't like afraid of the climb was El Toro. You ever been on?
Love El Toro.
I like that one. Yeah,
like,
Old
that was like
school,
a fast climb. That thing was moving. Moves.
That's the old school wooden roller coasters. Those are the fucking best.
Well, that one, that El Toro, the first time we rode it.
That's my. I like that. That's my favorite ride.
Yeah,
El Toro.
But it goes so quick.
Yeah,
because it was almost like, oh shit, that's it. Yeah, that one's great.
King Ka is what, 11 seconds, I think?
Like
12 seconds?
It's less than a minute. But it's like,
no, it's less than like 30 seconds. It's when you go
I
up
sat next to an old man on King Ka once, like a 55-year-old man, and I turned around to him.
I've yet to be on King Ka. I'm like,
oh, you never did it?
Well, I mean, I've always had a little bit of a fear of roller coasters because of like the height, because of that long climb. But particularly King Ka because it's such like a high.
You don't even feel it.
That high.
Well, here's the thing. I was sitting next to this like older man, and I turned around, so I was like, "Dude," I was like, "Hey, this thing goes pretty quick." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I've been on tons of roller coasters now." So then you start the ride, right? And you don't go yet. You're waiting for like a good couple of minutes, and then all of a sudden, and you go like, and at the end of the ride, he was like choking. He's like, I lost my Purple Heart. Shouldn't have worn my medals today.
And then every now and then it goes backwards. It goes up and it goes back.
Yeah, falls. That happened to us, right?
No,
one time it happened to us. We were on the ride. It fell backwards, and they had to restart it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't fall. It doesn't fall backwards. It's supposed to go backwards. Like
King Ka?
Yeah, pretty sure.
No. If they're not getting enough gravity, it'll fall backwards, and then if you're not getting enough momentum, I'm an idiot.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that happened to us once. I was on the ride and we fell back. I was like, "Oh, you're going backwards," and they had to restart the ride.
Okay, I remember.
You had to get off and they had to.
That ride breaks down a lot because
that sucks.
It takes a lot to shoot the coaster out.
I went one year. I went Six Flags one year when I was a kid, and El Toro wasn't work. It broke down. I was so pissed. I was like, what was the point of coming? I yelled at somebody.
One ride, I remember like one year I went with my friends that we tried to go on, but every time we kept going on, I kept breaking down. It was the Batman and Robin ride.
Oh, I hate that ride.
Chiller?
That was gone.
That's the one that went backwards. I'm sorry. That's the one that went backwards.
No, but we're talking about the malfunction of it going backwards. Oh. That ride, you would go forwards, right?
Yeah.
And then as Batman, and then Robin backwards.
I don't think either one of them. I don't know if either one of them went back.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
That one used to get stuck all the time.
It was a dueling coaster.
Yeah.
And I think me and my friends, we were trying to get on the Robin one. And it kept breaking down.
Yes.
We would wait for 2 hours, and we'd be like spitting distance from getting on like the line to get on the coaster. And it's broken down. So you can't.
Know which one was there for years? The original Batman ride.
They got rid of that recently.
They changed it.
They got rid of that?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I haven't been to Six Flags in forever, but
I haven't been in years.
I remember like the last time I was on it, like you could hear like gears grinding or something. You hear
on that one? Yeah, I think you're right.
Ride?
Same thing. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I remember it was so old. Now I bet you the oldest one now is probably the American Scream Machine. Is that
that's not there anymore?
They took that. Yeah,
that got me too'd. American Scream Machine got me too'd. Making women scream too much.
Right.
There was even the ride Medusa. That just got
That was an awesome ride. I love that ride.
That got repainted. It just got repainted and turned into the Bizarro ride.
Right? Yeah. Superman Bizarro.
So
right?
It's still the exact same ride. They just repainted
That ride was awesome. Medusa. I liked Viper. Where Viper was like Medusa, but it was like the
it. I
similar.
don't think I ever had the chance to ride Viper.
Viper was nuts. It was it's uncomfortable.
I feel like whatever year I tried to I was looking to go on it.
You ever go to Hershey Park? You ever go?
I went there once.
Went there once. The Wildcat. The Wildcat's awesome.
That's like doesn't really compare to. It's a good ride.
That's
though.
a great
But it doesn't compare to like those other roller coasters.
The one there was the Wild Mouse. It's like it's fucking crazy, that one. I remember being a kid, and I went with my parents. We were like a little 10, whatever, I don't remember. And my dad was like, "Oh, this is like a nice, cute little ride." Before we went on the Wildcat, before you go on like on a big ride, you want to go on like a little warm up ride, right?
Yeah, like I would usually go on the runaway train,
like
Six Flags.
like the first one.
I don't do that. I wouldn't do that one anymore.
The first one we did,
I stopped doing that when I was like
at
11.
Six Flags to start the day. We would do Skull Mountain, just like a little warm up, and then after a while, I got a little like
when you get stuck on those rides though, that ruins like the day almost because you'll be stuck for 2 hours.
It was like Six Flags in like Georgia or something.
Yeah.
The ride got like stuck. It was like right as the initial drop, right after
big
the climb.
fear.
It was like the first like 2 rows were like hanging over the side.
That's crazy.
I remember when I was like 8 years old, we got
Can you
stuck.
imagine having to walk back down like the stairs? Like,
Yeah.
That'd be more. That's more scary than actually sitting in the seat
on the ride
and the thing's going up. So now you have to walk back down slowly.
Yeah, you gotta be. That's I don't. That,
I'd be
and you got kids. You got little.
I'd be
kids.
clinging onto the railing for dear life.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope this thing doesn't fall.
I remember I was one of the rides I went on. The harness wasn't working. Not the harness, but the bar.
Bar, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't working too well, and I didn't say anything. And I'm on the ride. I don't remember which ride it was. It might have been Nitro. And I remember just holding on. Yeah. Right? And it's a pretty fast ride. And I remember just like halfway through it, I was unsure or not if I'm gonna like survive. I'm like, oh shit! Like this thing is loose.
Yeah.
And,
when we at Hershey Park, we did zombie. Whatever, you zoned out.
Spaced out for a second.
Yeah. Like MK Ultra.
I know. Yeah.
Went to a thought there.
He was staring at me for a second. I was like, I was okay, zombie. I thought I survived the ride.
But the Wild Mouse, we did the ride, and we thought it was like a nice kiddie ride, and then it just kicks your ass. It's just like
I like that ride.
The turns are like, and you look, and the turns are crazy because it literally looks like you're going off the fucking ride, and it's that sharp of a turn. And we're like, oh my god, this is a fucking insane.
No, I love the Buccaneer ship.
Well, you did the bungee jumping.
No, it wasn't bungee jumping. It was.
I'll never do.
There was.
Yeah, he did it.
It's not bungee jumping. It's the whatever.
Daredevil drop, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So we just do the fucking swing.
Yeah, you're swinging in the park.
One year, him and my friend did it, and they were like in really good shape. Right?
Yeah.
They were like they were like maybe 180 pounds between the two of them, which is still big, but like enough where.
No, actually, the first year I did it, I was heavy.
Well, whatever, don't worry. But
it's my story.
I knew that, but I wanted to kind of whatever. So one year you did it and you were in shape. The second year you did, the first year you did it, you were a fat bastard.
I was more secure though,
and so was my friend.
Yeah,
so the two of you guys were like, and I was nervous for the two of you. I thought the both of you were going to snap that fucking.
No, it's not about. Actually, you're more. When you're heavier, you're because it's not about the string thing.
Right.
It's more like the when they strap you in and shit like that, the bodysuit. So when you're heavier, it all fits the right way. The second year when I did it, when I was thinner, I didn't fit into it properly. That's why I was nervous. I was falling out of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. And plus you're lighter, so you're like swinging. You're like basically hanging on by a thread because you're swinging back and forth.
I wouldn't.
I didn't want to do it the second time. I was like, I did this already.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It feels like you're flying. You don't like to fly?
And the other one was what was the other one? Like you go straight up, but you go way
free fall.
No, the free fall was fun.
That's the best ride.
That's a fun one.
You ever do that free fall? Remember free fall? They got rid of that. It was like an elevator. It's so much fun because you can go in.
They have something like now. It's like it's attached to King Dakar. It's like
I don't know.
It's like three things. They go up. It's like basically on like the big like loop on King the Car.
Yeah,
it's like harnessed like right in like the middle like of either side of the track.
with free for all, free for all, there was like they fit like 16 people on the ride, right? No, not that many.
No, it was like 10.
Okay, like
nine people.
And literally, you go straight up as fast as possible, and you go crashing down.
Yeah.
It was
what I don't like?
Oh, the one that freaked me out was parachute. The parachute when you go like all the way up. And,
Parachute.
And you see the entire.
You talking about like the skyline?
Skyline.
Oh, okay. No, that's what I was going to say. I don't like skyline.
Not the skyline, like go through the park. Not that. That's okay.
It's a must do, and I like
end of the night.
I like. Well, that's like your last. That's
Around
like your
7 o'clock.
Your fourth ride,
Right.
And yeah, it's a must do. You have to do it with your boys and shit.
Here's
like
what
that.
you need to do. I want to tell this to listeners when you hit Six Flags.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. When you first get there, should be around what time?
Oh, early.
The
11.
park usually ends what
If
time?
if they're opening at 11, I'm there at 11.
Right.
No safari.
You want to get there? No, fuck safari. You don't
No
do
safari. Not unless if you have kids, safari.
If you have kids,
If you got kids, you got to spare that hour.
yeah, let the baboon shit on your car. Why
Yeah,
not?
go ahead. Go do it.
Take the hit. You get there 11 o'clock. All right. You go straight for an easy ride. Either the ship, right,
Buccaneer
the Buccaneer ship, or Skull Mountain, or what'd you say, the Runaway Train?
Yeah.
That's not around anymore. But that ride's for Bebis.
Okay, whatever. But you want to go for like a good eased. Get your blood.
Yeah,
You know,
you got to start with the warm ride.
exactly when you're playing baseball.
You don't want to dive right into it.
You throw the ball around a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So you hit that, right, and then you hit. You don't go straight for the big rides. You don't do that. All right. You
never do that.
You got to build anticipation,
Right.
Like you got to get because like when you're going to go to those big rides,
Yeah.
like, especially like you got to pick out going up there. You know your finale.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to pick out your finale.
And here's the thing: people they don't know this method. People just go and they're like, "Let's hit El Toro first." No, you're retarded. You don't do that.
No.
First ride, Skull Mountain. Second ride, Buccaneer Ship. Right. Third ride, it's probably now around 12:30. Right. Around 12:30, you hit like an American Scream Machine at the time.
Yeah, like the fourth most dangerous ride in the park.
Yeah, you hit that one. You have lunch, all right? And you eat fucking quickly, okay? You eat. You don't fucking take your time.
Yeah, you get
all
your
right?
cup of
And eat
fries.
light. You don't fucking cup of fries is something light. You don't have a fucking big fucking meal because you're gonna fucking hurl on someone.
Yeah, but you're not there to eat though.
You're not there to eat. You're there to have fucking as much fun as possible.
Exactly.
Right. So
Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. So you eat your fucking meal, and don't let that fucking fat bastard that comes with you. You don't let that guy slow you up. All right.
No, he can continue eating. We're going to go on the
"Hey,
rides.
bro, all right, we're hitting rides. All right, you want to finish your fucking burger, finish it, but we're fucking hitting rides. So after lunch, that's when you hit a fucking big one. All right, that's when you hit. You don't hit the best one. You don't hit maybe the second best one, but you hit one of the bigger ones. That's like maybe
You go on your El Toro or the Nitro at that time.
That's where you hit that
Because you're also leaving enough room that you may be able to revisit that one later on in the night, so you get a nice little taste of it.
Yes.
And if you don't really like it that much, it's gone.
Exactly.
But I'm going to give you one after that one.
Right.
Right? This is after you got done eating and you did the 45-minute wait online for El Toro.
Yeah.
After that, hot day, you go on the rafts.
Go on the nice little water.
You go on the water ride. You go on the water
nice
ride.
little water ride. So now you hit that one, right?
And then you're walking around.
After the
that.
water ride, right? You're walking around, you're drying off, right? You get a little lemonade. Then you hit maybe another bigger one, maybe like a Medusa.
Right.
You go something smooth after the water ride, right?
Yeah.
So after Medusa, now it's around
4.
maybe about 4 o'clock. Now you hit a big one. Now you hit like Nitro.
Now you get your first finale in.
First, you get Nitro in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you get that in. After Nitro, maybe there's something else close by. You hit that one. After that one, you take the skyline across the park.
Right.
Right, and that's when you're lining up for your next big 2 rides. Good rip.
How about I was gonna ask you nice rip again. I was gonna ask you how about like the gimmick stuff, like the gimmick rides, like there used to be those 3D shit,
right?
Like and maybe where do you fit that in? Like you do that in late afternoon, maybe
late afternoon.
Yeah,
right before the skyline. If you want to do like a nice 3D movie.
Yeah.
You know, like you sit there.
One of the worst times I ever had at Six Flags. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So then, right? So after the skyline, you do your little 3D movie. Then you hit the big 2, right? You hit like you hit King the Ka, right? And then you hit El Toro, King the Ka, whatever, which one, right?
Right.
So then King the Ka, you like to save.
That's my finale. I'm going. Yeah.
You go there, but here's the thing, right? You try to get on the last group, right? You try to hit and so when the park's closing, right, Zombie? Park's closing. Now you're fucking there. It's you and maybe 25 other people.
You're running around.
And you're running around.
It's like a workout.
And you can get on the ride as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's how you hit.
That's the best shit.
How you hit a fucking theme park.
Hell yeah.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Right? I remember when we went to Hershey Park when we were kids. We rode the Wildcat last. Yeah. We rode that thing like 13 times in a row.
Hell yeah.
Last car, and they were like, "Go, have fun, go."
I can't wait. I want kids now. I kind of want kids.
Well, we can all go to a theme park. We'll do a podcast at the theme park.
That'll be a few years, but I can certainly take my niece.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
My future niece or nephew.
Yeah, we can definitely. We'll fucking.
You're lucky you have youngsters.
There's nothing worse though when like an athletic guy goes and he plays like basketball.
Oh, I fucking hate that. How old do you really have to be to ride the like the real roller coasters, like the loop ones and what? So I remember I was 8 when I finally got on.
I mean they go by height, so it's really like an age thing. So
but it's also an age thing too because like the person might not be so into it. Because I remember I grew up riding roller coasters, and once I was of the proper height, like I think I was 5 feet at least by 8 years old. So it's 1999 because I remember.
Well, it's mainly more like a height thing because you need to be able to fit in like the restraints.
Yeah, the harness.
It's like things like locked down. If it's clamped down as much as it'll go, but you still have space. That means you're going to be bouncing around in there, and they don't want.
But if you put an 8-year-old on a roller coaster who's never been on a roller coaster before, they're probably going to be scared shitless.
Yeah.
I think. But 10.
They don't care about that because like the whole point of the ride is it's to scare you a little bit. Like, that's supposed to be like part of the fun.
It's supposed to be a thrill. It's a roller coaster.
It's a thrill
man,
ride.
I love roller coasters.
The it's like the thrill. You're supposed to be made to feel like you're gonna die, but you're totally safe.
Can I tell the listeners another thing?
Go ahead.
Okay, you go with your boys. All right.
Yeah,
it's a boys' trip.
I'll have a few beers in the parking lot before you go in.
You know what?
I don't drink.
It's one of the rare times I won't drink. I won't recommend
because I want to take it in sober.
Well, drink afterwards.
Well,
definitely,
it's better than getting like a $9, probably like a $10 or $11 beer now.
I'll probably get one beer. I would get one beer. Yeah,
because I think it was
I've never gone over 21.
Here's what I'll tell you. Like, I went there one. Like, it was right after I turned 21. I went to Six Flags. My friend said, I was like, so he goes like, yeah, I can finally have a beer because I known like for years before that they have beer at Six Flags.
Right.
So okay, now I'm 21. Now I can legally get one, and I got it was just like a pint. I forget like Bud or Bud Light at the time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But it was like a pint. But they put it in one of those like skinny glasses, so it looks like you're getting a lot, but it's just like a skinny pint. It was $9.
Oh man,
I might have to go to Six Flags in like a couple of weeks.
But here's the thing, though.
I got Coke cans. We can all go.
You got a free pass too with those.
You go with your boys, though.
I do like the going with your boys thing
because girls slow you up.
They do slow you up,
and then you're focused on pussy. Yeah. You're trying to finger the girl on the ride, and you're not trying. You're trying to finger the girl on King Con. It goes too quickly.
Yeah, no, but that's a man's trip.
Right.
Yeah, it's a man's ride.
It's a man's ride.
But then you get showed up. Like if you're there with your boys and like we all went. Let's just say we all went. Like, I get the suggestion and I'm considering it because I love fucking Six Flags.
Right.
But let's say we all go to Six Flags.
I haven't been there in years.
Okay, we're all like, we all look like we're mad old and shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna be shown up by like some 15-year-old kid with some like hot fucking 17-year-old pussy.
You want to go with a kid when you're our age.
You want to go with like a baby.
You want to go with like a 10-year-old, like that should.
What do you think if
your nephew?
We'll bring Nick Cara.
Yeah. Does
he can't fit on the ride.
Yeah, he's fat. His titties won't get it.
We'll bring Pat. Get the child.
He's too small to go on the ride.
I think he's afraid of roller coasters too. Yeah. Damn, Antonio's son is way too young.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, way too.
I mean, you can go on the teacup rides.
Yeah, he's way too young. He's only.
But we could be a couple of bros hanging out. Like, come on, we'll go on the fucking ride.
Yeah,
but you gotta be like.
That's like some
but
old
then again,
school shit.
But if you're like, and here's another thing. Here's a big no-no. But here's a big no-no. Fuck the flash pass.
No, wait online.
Wait on the fucking line.
wait online.
Be mad at the
Absolutely.
people.
Like American.
Right.
Yeah, no, because that's the best part.
Yeah.
It's the line.
You start count. You start looking at your phone.
Yeah,
and
it's
going,
like that's building anticipation.
Anticipation.
The whole day is about anticipation.
It's about anticipating having fun.
Yeah,
It's tradition. You wait 3 hours for a ride that takes a minute.
Fucking exactly.
no shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
It's about anticipation.
It's about waiting online, being with the people,
It's like
fucking
the-
taking
Yeah.
in the sun.
Yeah.
You're outdoors.
Yeah.
You're outdoors. You're in the fucking
You're getting
theme
that-
park.
getting a little bit of
We're gonna
sun.
have fun every fucking 10 seconds, but it's about having fun at the right times.
Yeah.
Plus, you're just giving them more money.
What do you mean?
The Flash
The
Pass?
Flash
The
Pass.
Flash Pass,
Of
yeah.
course, you're giving them fucking.
So you just paid $60 for
Right.
a ticket. Now you're gonna pay an extra like $40 or $50.
No
And,
Flash Pass.
whose pocket is that money going into? I know, Wall Street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No Flash Pass. You wait online like
Yeah.
a fucking man does.
Definitely.
And you hang around and you enjoy you do some people watching. You watch
Right.
some fucking.
Plus you
I
get a
love
little-
when I'm standing in line and I see a little kid get yelled at. I think it's
Yeah.
the funniest
It's
fucking
so
thing ever.
funny.
Plus, you get a little sun, you know?
Yeah, you're hanging out online.
You
It's
get a
about
little
that.
sun. That's right.
But most importantly, it builds up that thirst for
Yeah.
the moment. Because if you're just gonna, because that was my thing about the Flash Pass. Even though I never got one, but you're just like, it's now everything's free for you.
Right.
It's like a buffet.
It's instant.
Like it's the one, going to a theme park is the one thing that we have left where it's like, hey, wait for your food and
Right.
now enjoy your meal.
Exactly.
So if you want to skip the line, at least be a man about it. You know, have one of your friends break
Right.
your legs, so you got to be in a wheelchair. It's like now
I
you're
was
in
gonna say,
you're
just
in,
cut the line.
It's like you're in a wheel. Well, it's like you're in a wheelchair. You're handicapped. Now you get to the front of the line. It's like this. It's just
Well,
it's a flash.
I remember.
She has a broken leg.
I remember we didn't get directly cut, but I do remember those these young African American teenagers who I'm sure,
We'll just call them munchkins.
yeah. I remember when they were just running through people. Right, they had the backpacks on. They were they got to me, you, and my friend Joe. Right, and they just we were like, we look like Italians, like from fucking a Bronx tale.
Howard Beach.
We're just like, go ahead, just go do what you got. You know, I'm not going to fight with. There's nothing more pathetic than fighting on a
At
roller
a
coaster.
theme park? Well,
Yeah.
that's what happened recently at Disneyland, didn't it?
I didn't see the video.
Something
but I heard
happened where
about
there was
it,
a
yeah.
big fight at Disneyland.
Yeah, nothing more
You
pathetic
can't
than-
fight at fucking Disneyland of all places.
'Cause what is about-
Are you going to slap Goofy? What the fuck? You
What
doing?
is going to a theme park about? Like number one rule,
Having fun.
having fun. Yeah.
Right, and there's nothing worse.
Style.
There's nothing worse than a heavy moment.
Yeah.
and a recreational type of thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Now,
nothing worse
Now
than
I've
that.
learned my lesson.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
So you want to take a quick break?
Yeah.
and,
Well, yeah, definitely.
Do another half hour.
I've learned my lesson.
we're at an hour 20.
Nice. We'll do another half hour.
All right, go.
Roller coaster. Do you know at the end there's people actually screaming to their?
Yeah. People. No. The people say they scream to their death. They aren't.
Oh, they weren't.
No, it's just people screaming on a roller coaster.
And in the song "War," you would hear the Nazi stomps.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
you
great.
never heard. You never heard that?
No, never
Yeah.
paid attention.
Yeah, and then you can hear the Nazi stomps at the end of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
War. What is it good for?
Yeah, war is a war.
Good God, y'all.
I hate that song though.
I really don't like that song. at
That's
all.
like when the '60s were just like, fuck it, we're going all out.
Yeah.
Like there used to be, it was like subtlety, like
a subtle protest song.
Sound of Silence, Get Together. All those songs were very subtle about it.
Yeah.
And then War
surprised
was
it-
like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
they're like the Miley Cyrus of that time.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no protest songs anymore. It's like no one's made one yet. Like a fucking.
I'm sure
there are. That we
but
just don't know them.
We don't
Yeah,
know
that's right.
about
Yeah.
them.
We don't care.
The music industry's like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Keep that shit down. Just have Rihanna sing about work. Every song's about work. What do you think they're telling you?
Yeah,
Get the fucking work.
Yeah, get a job.
We were I love the Coke can, right? You get the
discount?
You get the discount, and you go in there and fucking go in the theme park. We talk about Rolling Thunder. That was a fucking great ride.
Rolling Thunder.
Rolling.
That's like
That's
the ride that if you're you're in that in between
Early-
like you
early-
can do.
that's your first-
I'm saying, but as a kid,
Yeah.
If you have kids with you, your youngest can
Yeah.
go on Rolling Thunder, and that's his
starter ride.
Yeah, that's like his King of Cop.
But here's another thing. Once a year, you go.
Yeah, you don't go more.
You
than
don't do
that.
this whole weekend thing. That's too. You're being spoiled. You're being a brat about things. And one trip with your fucking boys, with your friends. You go there. You don't be like, well, it should be an argument. Do you want to go to Six Flags?
Yes.
Yes. If it's like, you're not fucking going. You're not ruining, because that guy ruins your good time. And it's all about what? Having a good time.
You don't need someone holding you back. But that person, if they're cool, they're beneficial because they hold your stuff.
If they just want to be there for the hang and,
if they're cool about it.
They have some value.
I had a friend who was such a pain in the ass. He went with us, I think, twice. And he used to, but one year he was fine because he was just like, all right, I'll just hold your stuff, no big deal. The following year was like, when are we leaving kind of shit. And then because we like to, like me, Greg, and my other friend, we used to like to close the fucking park down. We would stay all fucking night. Know what I fucking hate about theme parks is when they sell the firework show.
Fuck.
So the park stays open, but they have a fireworks show and like a little concert to get some fucking local.
While you're paying to see other people have a good time.
Yeah.
You're there to have a good time.
Yeah, and that's not my idea, but fun.
I like Lethal Weapon, like watching like a little show. The Batman show was
Hell
fun.
yeah.
The Batman show
That
was
used
fun.
to
The
stunt show.
Great.
Oh, that used to
great.
scare the shit out of me.
I forget like how close I was sitting at the time when I saw it, but I remember feeling the heat from the fire.
Yeah.
The fire would shoot out.
The Batmobile.
Yeah.
And the original Batmobile.
Know what I always wanted to do? I would like to not perform, but write that show. And I wanted, because I remember being a kid and being scared to death of the Joker. Yeah. And I just remember my biggest fear was the Joker coming out from the crowd because you're so close.
Yeah.
If I had to write that show, that's what I would do. I would have the Joker or Two-Face. I think it was one of the villains at the time. They come out from the crowd and they get to the people, so they really scare you. You get really into it. How about that?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's an experience.
I'm glad Batman's back in the whole fucking stratosphere now.
Yeah. Do they still do the stunt show? Does it?
I don't know.
They probably don't.
I haven't been there in years.
One more piece of advice for people who are looking to go to theme parks. Here's the thing too: get to the gym for about 4 weeks and work on your thighs. Thunder thighs. Fucking shit.
Right now, can't do it.
Can't do it. My shit will be racing.
I remember
fucking hot outside too. That is unpleasant. That could ruin your good time.
I remember when I was in shape, not having to deal with that and going, "Wow,
that could ruin
that's
your good
awesome."
time.
Like right now, no, I would fucking
Now
be
you get
dead.
smalls.
Oh Jesus, and my feet too, probably. Yeah,
man.
dude, I gotta. If we're gonna fucking make our Six Flags, I gotta throw away this beer.
You gotta get playing shit.
Get me a I know. Get me a water.
Get you a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, no, Dr. Pepper's not good either.
Pepper's even worse.
Yeah, it's terrible for you.
Well, whatever with that. I love it. I usually diet Dr.
No,
Pepper.
what sucks too is if you ever waited online and had to go to the bathroom, right? You had to pee, right? And it's like, and you get in the middle, and you're like, I really have to go fucking pee, and then it's like, because that ruins the whole experience.
Then it's like, okay, go, but we'll be up there, and then you got to walk through everyone and explain to everyone. Listen, I was
but it's like not even like you don't really even.
Excuse me, I gotta pee.
You don't even have that option really. You just fucking just gotta eat it until.
But here's the thing,
until
though.
you start the.
If you go to the water park part of the ride,
Piss your own pants.
Piss right there.
Piss
You can
whenever you want.
right in the boat.
But that's only only if you're wearing a bathing suit, bathing trunks.
Not necessarily thick jeans.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, black thick jeans. Yeah.
They can walk around smelling
shorts.
like piss all day.
Yeah, but it's still fun. The whole park smells like piss. Come on,
it does smell.
A bunch of pissy little kids.
Especially if you go to the water park.
What do you think of? I know what I only did it once. I was really young, and I bet it's not as bad as I thought it was. But Halloween. What is it called? Halloween
it's
Havoc?
Called Fright Fest.
Fright Fest.
No.
No?
It's too cold.
It's not that cold. Not in October anymore.
Now, but
I went to Fright Fest once as a kid, and my dad almost hit some guy because they would pop out at you.
Right.
So my dad, I guess he knew about it, but he's such a hard-headed Italian that he almost he shoved the guy or some shit. And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm only playing."
I'll be honest. A good haunted house was scared the shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There was one time I think I wanted to go audition to be one of the zombies that scares people at the Fright Fest. But I think I had to work that weekend or something.
You auditioned for it?
No, I wanted
He never got to the audition.
I wanted to.
He would have nailed it.
You would have nailed it. This man has no personality. Wait, you have a no tolerance for the public? You're hired. He wore his own makeup too. Sorry, that we not even up to that part of the audition.
We got this guy who's so committed to being a zombie, but he just didn't show up that day. So we had to get it to some fucking teenager.
A good haunted house. I'll tell you what.
No, it was a fucking. Remember, there was one by. And this won't relate to anyone other than people from Staten Island, but there was one by in Dungan Hills by St. Anne's when we were kids. And Jesus Christ, walking through that shit. Oh, dude, they
There was
they
one
get
that
you
was
bad.
fucking scary.
Yeah.
But there are ones that are like really fucking scary, where actual shit has gone down there, and they have them like all around, like around.
Like a true one. I never looked into it.
Do people still do this shit?
I have
I feel
to.
like it's just 90s.
I think it still happens.
90s phenomenon. I'll tell you what. I gotta be honest. The 90s was so much fucking fun. The fucking late 90s.
Yeah.
That's a fun fucking... Because that's when all this shit was
Yeah.
going, like... You get to do all this fucking
Remember,
shit.
even the haunted hayride?
Yeah.
The haunted hayrides and shit like that. And, like, you're just... That's a fucking fun time.
Yeah. Fucking... it used to be so hot, and you go right to the fall. And stuff,
Yeah.
There's nothing like New York during the fall, is it?
Was that like a line from You've Gotten a Mail?
Yeah. But a lot of people always say that. I always say that. Nothing like New York during the fall.
What's the Amityville Horror House? They do walkthroughs.
Yeah.
Right? You can walk through there. Is the Alice Austin house haunted?
Supposedly.
But you can't walk through that. Like,
I've never been there.
there's no thrill of going there. Yeah.
You have some scary shit out here, like at night. Like if you're what's the cemetery, right? It's supposed to be haunted.
Not the cemetery. I'm trying to think. Seaview.
Seaview Hospital.
It's been in Seaview Hospital.
Yeah, but that's just. I think we went there once, but we were turned around. I think there was
No, we couldn't get in.
couldn't get in, right?
I haven't known people like hop the fence and film
There's always
shit
like
there.
a hole. Like somebody always cuts a hole in the fence somewhere.
Bunch of teenagers drinking beer in there, man.
Where are the ghosts, man?
Right.
Where are the... And then he just like throws his beer, and then like the girl's like, "Stop it! You're scaring everybody." He's like, "I'm not scared, no man."
But there's always that one pussy kid, like Randy. Like, Randy.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man,
Stop it, Randy.
like, hey man, like I think it's not cool anymore, man. It's like, why, Randy? Because your fucking father lived here. Your fucking It's like his father was like a guard at the Seaview Hospital.
We're seniors in high school. We can get away with anything we want.
Your fucking father lived here, man. Here, take this rock, Randy. Throw it. Throw it at the ghost, man.
Yeah. I told you he threw like a girl. It was like a girl.
Kid's wearing a Letterman jacket.
Yeah, it's like, and then he gets killed.
He gets killed.
Gets killed by the ghost.
The haunted retard.
Yeah.
It's a Seaview Hospital. The retarded ghost.
Go talk.
You mean boo?
He's really scary. The ghost is coming after you, but you're like, oh, why is he hitting himself?
Feed me. This guy's retarded. Oh man. So the 90s. The 90s was fun.
Oh, the 90s.
Fucking 4th of July, that shit. The fire. I feel like we're okay this last a couple of years.
Yeah, well,
I guess. I don't know.
It's America's great again.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Donald Trump did it.
Yeah, he did it. He made holidays better.
Yeah. Because even during Christmas, you get to go around, you see the fucking Christmas lights.
Hell yeah.
Now people are just like, I don't put the lights because fucking against whatever. It's like
I find it offensive.
it's just like that was.
I don't believe in Jesus.
Like you go down to Diker Heights during Christmas time. Even this past December. We did a gig in New Jersey, and we were coming home in Staten Island, and I went doing construction on Toad Hill Road there,
right?
And we were in Toad Hill. If you don't know, it's a very rich area, very wealthy area on Staten Island, and it was during December, and the whole place was lit up with Christmas. The Christmas decorations were insane. Like it was incredible. It was like it was great. And during those months, during the summer months, you see the fucking lights and shit like that. And then the streets, they put out like the fucking what's the things in the streets? Like the connecting the telephone poles. Like the
like the lights.
it's Merry Christmas. It's very festive. They still do that though. They
Yeah.
still have that. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a different. It's a
If you
different.
don't like it, leave.
Right. It's a different. Right. Different generation. I don't know. I guess there was more shit there. You know, there was more of a festive. Because now because of this global warming fucking nonsense, we don't really have that fucking sort of festive attitude towards the seasons. You know, but it was very nice back in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm sure they still have that. I don't know. Maybe
who knows?
maybe be an old curmudgeon. I don't want to be that old guy who's just be like, I remember when there was a fucking this time. You know,
Shit's on the modern era.
Everyone likes their childhood because I don't know. It's your fucking childhood.
Yeah, everyone's gonna like it.
Everyone's gonna like.
Yeah.
You know what? You had no responsibility. And you just discovered masturbating. That sounds like a fun time to me. You know, of course everyone likes their childhood. You know, fucking don't be such a fucking
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
Hour
what's up?
32.
Hour and 32 minutes. Yeah. What do you think? Ready to call this?
Well, yeah, sure. Whenever
Yeah.
Kill this bird.
Right?
Yeah,
That
hour and
was
32.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, we do this episode. We fought.
Yeah.
Right? We got into a big fight. I analyzed the movie 8th grade, and we talked about roller coasters for an hour.
Yeah.
And we ended on a nice little note.
Yeah. Uplifting.
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 Ups
Right?
and downs. Ups and downs.
Yeah.
Very up and down, right? Like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
What goes up must come down.
That's what we've learned.
Right? Yeah.
We learned about gravity.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
No, I want everyone to go around the room and say their name.
We could talk about when we first started drinking. So.
5 minutes.
Next episode.
Next episode.
Okay. Wait, plugs.
Who you plugs? Well, I got this one thing where
Hear that? That's the sweet sound of Minute Maid slushies at McDonald's, turning up your summer with every sip, slurp, and ah.
Get a small sweet peach, blue raspberry, or fruit punch slushie for just $2. Or get any size soft drink for $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Geico presents Yikes! Another voicemail from your roommate.
Sup, roomie? Hey, a pipe burst in the basement. It's completely flooded. Anyway, I called for someone to fix it, but in the meantime, I was thinking we could finally have that indoor pool party we've always wanted. I got some cool swan floaty things already going. Could you pick up some chips on your way home? Later.
The Geico Insurance Agency could help keep your personal property protected, like if your roommate isn't the brightest pool float in the flooded basement. Visit geico.com to see how easy it is to switch and save on renter's insurance.